Okay, class. This is just another little short video, sort of a how-to video in this case, how to do a document of the week. At least if it is a document that I'm giving you. And I'll do a quick video on how to do a document of the week if it's a news story, but we'll start with this first one. So each and every week, you're going to have a document of the week assigned to you. Usually on Mondays, and I'll remind you because remember, you're in the stream and you're reading each day. Okay, here's what we're doing today, and here's a video. On Mondays, generally speaking, I'm going to say, okay, here's what we're doing, and then I'll have your normal lecture video. But I'm also going to say, and don't forget, there's a document of the week due by the end of the week, due by the start of your class on Friday. In our class, there is a document of the week due every single week by the start of your class on Friday. Now, by Friday, that's a very typical thing to have in the work world, the school world, some sort of task you've got to do by a certain time. I want to make it very, very clear with the document of the week. You really should do it earlier. You should do it Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. I will not accept them for any credit after the start of your class on Friday. So what you want to do is do that Monday or Tuesday. Just make it part of your routine. And I'll remind you throughout the week, but whether we're in physical school, when coronavirus is finally under control and we're in person, it will be due Friday at the start of class. So it'll be, hey, good morning, and then you've got to hand it to me or it's not done. There's no kind of like trying to write it out real quick. And if we're in a digital format like this, it's set up for your particular class. If your class meets at 1 o'clock, then the due date for your assignment will be 1 p.m. on Friday. And if you try to turn it in, unfortunately, at 2 on Friday, it's going to be a 0. That may sound harsh, but remember, I'm giving you a whole week to do it. And again, this is it's designed so that you have experience with these documents that are going to reinforce what we're teaching and give you some firsthand accounts of what we're learning about. It's going to reinforce some writing skills. They're going to make you better writers, which is going to help you in your junior and senior year classes. But also, it's a skill. Most of us have things in a lot of careers where, your X, Y, or Z is due this day. I have to do lesson plans, and they're due different years, it's due different times, but let's say by this 9 a.m. on Monday, and you can just think of all the different people and all the different careers they have. Lots of people have different things due at certain times. So for you, every week you have a document of the week due by the start of class Friday. Now, unless we don't have school on Friday, then it's due on Thursday if we have Friday off, for example. So let's show you how to do that. So in this case, I'm giving you the document of the week practice. And actually, this is literally going to be the real thing that you're going to see that very first week of school. It's going to be very easy. We're going to ease you into it, make sure you know how to turn it in. So you're going to click on Document of the Week Practice. And let's view the assignment. And again, if this gets confusing, just watch the video over again. So when you view the assignment, you can click on it, or you could have clicked on it on the last page. It really doesn't matter which way you do it, and you read it. Now in this case, it says fake history document. This is just for practice. But in reality, most of the time it's going to be a full page, and it's going to be something like, as I listed here, the Declaration of Independence, or we've got some poems by Langston Hughes, or we have Dr. King's, actually, I don't know if we use I Have a Dream speech. I think I have you listen to that. I think I give you excerpts from letters from a Birmingham jail. Whatever it is, the title of it is what you're going to use as your source. That's a very important thing to know, especially if you are going the college path eventually. You've always got to be able to identify what source you're using. And that way, if anybody says, well, I don't know if I believe that, or I don't know if that makes sense, you've got your source. And you're not trying to pass off any work that's not yours as anything other than not yours. In this case, though, it's literally just something I wrote up that says fake history document. So all you're going to have to do is say, oh, okay. All I have to do is list my name, my source, and say hello or something about yourself. Great, I can do that. And see, look, I'm going to learn. I thought I could just arrow back. Okay, I can't, so I'll have to click out of it. All right, so I looked at it. Now, here's the very important step. We're going to add or create. Now, last year, some people just went straight to mark as done. I'm not going to lie. I find that very funny. I don't blame you for trying. Good for you. Mark is done, though, does not work for me. I don't know if it works for anybody else, But what I do is I get a notification in Google Classroom. It says, oh, Johnny's student is done. And oh, okay. So I click on the assignment. There's nothing there. It's just blank. And it just says mark is done. I think that some students, I'm sure none of you would have done this, but some students last year thought, oh, if I just mark it as done, Mr. Penrose, he's dumb. He'll just think it's done. I may be dumb in some things, but no, I'm not just going to take your word for it that it's done. I'm going to actually grade the assignment and look at it. And if there's nothing there, I'm going to know what you did. So what you want to do is add or create. Now, when you say add or create, what you're going to do is create a Google document. So you just create doc. Okay, so it's going to take a little bit. And then it's going to create a document that's automatically going to go to me. It's going to have your name affiliated automatically. Again, this is my name here, but whatever your name is going to be there because you're logged into your school account. And so I'm going to lie and say that my name is Johnny Student. Okay, and I'm going to, even though, oh, I hate typos. Even though it's listed right here, I know that. I want you to write your name here because this is, again, something you should just get used to for school. And it's something that you absolutely would have to do if you continue in school to college. You got to have your name up there. I like it in the upper right-hand corner, but I'm not going to lie. If you put it in the upper left-hand corner, I've got bigger fish to fry. The point is I've got your name. And then, very importantly, you're going to list your source. And what was that thing called? Fake history document. Okay, so our source is fake history document. Now, ooh, I don't like that. How can I fix that? Maybe go back one. Yeah, there we go. So if right here, if this was letters from a Birmingham jail, then you would list letters from a Birmingham jail. If it's Jane Addams' letter to her husband, you write Jane Addams' letter to her husband. If it's a really long title, one, don't be too lazy, but two, as long as I understand the basics, if it's Jane Addams' letter to her husband in August of 1776, you can write Jane Addams' letter, and I've got it. Just don't do like the initials or something super lazy. So you'd write fake history document in this particular case, because that is your source this week. That's literally what I want you to write, because that's your source. And then you're going to do what was assigned to you this week. Now, in a normal document of the week, you're going to write 3 to 5 sentences about the summary, 3 to 5 sentences about the opinion, and then there's going to be a unique challenge. But that's later. I'm not even worried about that yet. Let's just learn how to turn them in. All I asked you to do in this particular assignment was to write, to say hello and maybe say something about yourself. So I'll just say, hello, I really love history. No, I suppose you could write, boy, I have a lot of typos. I suppose you could write, I really don't like history. That'll make me sad, but whatever. You will just write whatever it is. That's all I need this week. I'm going to give you 10 points for just writing your name, fake history document, and something here. Okay? And then you click turn in. And that's it. That's all you have to do this week. Now, next week, you're going to have to write your name, the source. I forget what the source is next week. I think Jane Addams' letter. And then you're going to have to write a summary, opinion, and challenge. But I'll get into that with you later. That's fine. Let's just do step one. That was all you needed this week. You click turn in. And then, yep, it's going to say, you're sure you want to turn it in? You're all done? You'll say turn in. And then it's automatically going to submit that document to me. And then I'm going to grade it. That's all there is to it. When it's that takes like 2 minutes. When it's a regular document of the week, I think it takes, I don't know, probably 15 minutes for most people to do. A 15-minute assignment to be done once a week isn't too bad. So just stay on top of it. This is an easy grade. It really should help your grade, not hurt it. So it's out of 10 points. And again, I'm real kind of mean about not taking them late because I'm really trying to bring home the point that there's a lot of careers where there's deadlines. And I know things happen, but that's why if you do it Monday and then something comes up Monday, you can do it Tuesday and you still have plenty of time. Okay, so you want to make sure you get that in on time. But that's it. That's how you do a document of the week practice when it's a document. I'm going to do another video to show you how to do a document of the week when it's out of a news story. Okay? All right. Hope this helps. Remember, if it didn't make sense, just watch it again. No big deal.